Hi,
Hi there.
you look great.
Thanks. You do too.
Yeah, I do. You like my outfit?
It's nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this in Morocco. I travel a lot.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
What
London.
do you do?
Well, I'm in marketing. I own a marketing company, but I just love to travel. I go everywhere. I won't buy my clothes in the U.S. I buy in London, Paris, here in Morocco. I mean, this guy, he measured me. This is tailored. Took him like half an hour, measure around my pecs and stuff. I work out a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I play golf. I really like to golf.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Golf's not a sport. You know that, right?
Simple conversation can be quite hard, as you just saw in the video, and they're actually much harder if you're a shy person generally, or you're actually not comfortable meeting new people every now and then. So based on that, I thought it's only convenient for me to share some tips that actually can help into boosting your socializing game a bit. So without further ado, let's get started. Hello again, this is Leo. If you want to know more about me, check on the description box. But for now, let's focus on the video, starting off with point number one, and that is to be more attentive. You see, nothing is actually less appealing than spending time with someone who's constantly gazing around the room or checking in the phone regularly. And this is by itself not only rude, but actually it also signals that you're not actually very much appreciating that you're in the presence of someone else. So to offset that, just sitting over there and paying them your full attention and being over there and just listen would actually by itself would set you up to a very good start. Another point I can think of on that is to call people by their name. You see, studies have shown that actually people like hearing their own name back. They just like to hear the echo of that sound, for that matter. And studies also proven that by doing so, these people will be actually more prone to be more engaging with you in a conversation. And plus, it's the greatest connection, to someone's identity and individuality. So you're not only showing them that they're respected over here, but you're also getting a lot from the conversation you got going on. So at the end, it's a win-win. Another key point I can think of, and that is to make eye contact and smile. And I know you probably have heard this 1,000 times so far, but I really can't stress that enough, especially if you're trying to make a good impression, and especially if you're meeting someone for the first time. And by looking into someone's eye, and having that eye contact with them, you're not actually signaling a sign of confidence here by itself, but you're also signaling that this conversation actually is not boring and you're not actually bored. So that's aside, smiling actually, it kind of used to break the ice. It signals the fact that you're a genuine guy or a girl for that matter, and you're nothing to be intimidated of. We're just over here trying to have a good time and talk and trying to get to know each other better and better. So keep that in mind. Another point that is a bit related to the previous one, and that is to be more confident. You see, studies have shown that actually being confident is far more attractive than the physical appearance when it comes to setting on future dates or future meetings, for that matter. Now, at this point, you probably say that you're a shy person generally, you don't do good with people around and all of that. Well, if you said that, then I really invite you to think about it logically here and ask yourself, what could possibly go wrong? Because you're not stepping into a fight. So that's, this is just an initial idea to have in your mind. And also, another one is just an experiment that I've read, I think, a bit over a week ago. I came across an article, and I promise it will make sense in the end. Just hear me out a bit. A bunch of scientists gathered from different countries, and they ran an experiment. They were trying to know what is the first thing people will think of themselves. Keep in mind, this experiment, took place over, I think, 12 countries, over 3 years. Different ages, both sexes, and all of that. So here's the results. 97% of the people thought that they were good, and 98% of the people thought that they were smart. So to correlate that with the shyness circle, let's call it, actually people are highly likely to respond positively to you when you ask them something, because they want to shine, they want to show off their intellect, and they just want to express themselves, and there's nothing wrong with that. So to this point, if you're a shy person, don't make yourself the center of attention at first. Try to take the lead and just ask questions, because people will respond to that, and they will actually, they will be more prone to show off more, and they will, that by itself hopefully will keep on the conversation going. And by the way, it has nothing to do with being an introvert or extrovert, just to clear off that one. And another study showed that the best way to offset shyness is to actually, making your feet wet and jump into the social pool, because at the end, what possibly could go wrong? And finally, try to finish the conversation on a good note. You see, studies actually shown that the people highly likely will remember the first thing of the conversation and the last thing of that conversation for the longest run compared to what happened in the mix. So, try to start the conversation with making a good eye contact, with smiling every now and then, create that warm, cozy environment around that conversation. And if you want to leave with a solid impact, then finish it off with a good compliment. Now, if you want to really stand out on that conversation, try to compliment things that are not seen. For example, compliment the way they handled something that happened in their life, for instance, or compliment their philosophy in life, their bravery, their aspirations, their goals, because this will set you off on a good ride with that person, because you compliment something not everyone actually will do. So I hope that made sense, and that's all I gotta say right now in this video. So I'll see you next time. Take care, stay safe, be brave, and adios.